Thoughts of Pat Nevin and Craig Patterson along with Dougie Donnelly coming up at a half-time. 0-0 here, Celtic trailing on aggregate. And Guillermo onto Fortuny. McDonald's inside the box, McGeady too. Bernat trying to close him down, back onto Hinkle. That's a good ball across, should be for Celtic, and it is! Brilliant goal from Scott McDonald. Absolutely tremendous play from Celtic. Celtic are back in the tie. Dinamo Moscow 0, Celtic 1.
What a fantastic goal there by Celtic. A great play through the middle of the park. And Guillermo's found it. The ball's been played inside to Andy Hinkle. He's flicked it to the back post there. McDonald on his own. Straight header, bottom corner. The tie's all square.
Well, he set up the equaliser against Spartak Moscow. He goes one better here with a goal.
It's one of the first crosses. Look, it's come over, missed the defenders. Back post. Not sure whether it even took a wee deflection off the defenders. He headed it down the way. No, it missed.
Culloden came across, couldn't get him, Murdoch couldn't get him at all. Celtic talked about it, trying to get the ball into the box well. They thought they could cause problems, they've done so. What a great time to score a goal as well. 60 seconds to the break. Celtic lead in Moscow.
Yeah, they've been the better side in the first 45 minutes, but the final ball into the box, they've been struggling with it. But now, first time they've got the ball deep to the back post there, and Scott McDonald finishing off a really good move.
Danger time, Celtic have to be careful here. Luke Wiltshire. Dinamo trying to strike back immediately. It's a decent ball in the box and Louvens turns it behind on the home side. On the strange ground for them. Up the corner.
Yeah, first time that the ball's been in, it's not been dealt with there, just flicked away for the corner kick. But Celtic, this is when they've got to be on their guard. Right on half-time, they've just got themselves in front. Don't give it away.
1 minute of additional time to be played. Dmitry Kombarov goes across to take. Martin Ingbarth is the fourth official this evening. And the Swedish crew. Kurzakov played it in, he got a nice touch on. Breaks on, Kokov almost in. Hinkle was on the post, and Guillermo has to slash at the ball to get it away. And Celtic were struggling there, but they were resolute in the end. And the free kick's going to be given against Guillermo for the challenge.
First time in the half that Celtic's been struggling at the back there, Paul. Just couldn't get a hold of the ball to clear it. But Dinamo pushing everyone forward now, just to try and get a goal right on half-time.
Well, Kokov for 4 goals this time. I think Celtic were going to clear it. It broke back to him, hit it on the right foot. Hinkle was there. Culloden goes for it. Foot like a traction engine, and we're finished like a traction engine as well, thankfully.
We'll take that all the time, right on half-time, under pressure, free kick in a dangerous area, and someone having a go from about 40 yards high over the crossbar.
Don't think the cameraman was too chuffed.
No, not at all.
Well, the referee has decided that the half-time whistle will be blown before the goal kick is taken. It's been good news for Celtic in the city of Moscow. Dinamo Moscow against Celtic. Scott McDonald has the goal. That's why they're happy. Half-time, Dinamo Moscow 0, Celtic 1. He looks sharp, Georgios Samaras. 23 goals and 62 for Celtic. And really on the shoulder of the last defender. Couldn't get the better that time of the fullback. Louvens. 3 minutes to play. Scored with 2 minutes to play in the first half. A little repeat here, and Celtic can make a little bit of history. Fox over the top. The pass was meant for Maloney. It's either going to be a corner or a throw. He'll accept the throw, Sean Maloney.
Good ball again from Danny Fox. He's played very well tonight, left back.
Fox into Brown. He needs a runner off him. And Culloden wasn't messing around there either. He was quite happy to concede the corner.
He's caused problems for a midfielder playing up front. He's caused problems for the defenders. He's been running into good areas.
Well, Celtic might just have 300 fans here, but you can almost feel the fans back home willing them on. You can see Peter Grant from our vantage point waving furiously to his side. corner and the goalkeeper comes for it again. It's the punch. Samaras wins the header. Culloden nods it away. McGeady poised. Back to Fox. Nguemo sends it long. Gary Caldwell waiting. Caldwell. Celtic looking for a second goal. Look at Old Trafford in Manchester. Last time they got 2 in a European tie away from home. They're pressing again. Caldwell knocks it down. Any takers pushed away. It was like Glenn Louvens who'd stayed forward. Fox on the angle. Samaras trying to get him behind. Good play by Granat. Giving the Greek any chance to get past him there.
Yeah, just trying to push themselves forward there, Celtic, but they had to be careful at the back. It was 1-on-1, 1-for-1. They left the striker, so they've got to be careful. They just don't keep on pushing forward, trying to gamble just now.
Celtic were due to leave Moscow by midnight tonight. They won't make that. I'm sure they'll settle for the extra 30 minutes if it comes their way. Unless they find a goal scorer who's got a plane to catch. Maloney works it through. Brown waits for it, touches it back to Maloney. This is it for Celtic. Maloney still going, and the goalkeeper makes the save. Brilliant interchange. Brown and Maloney, and Sean Maloney was inches away from making it 2-0.
Unbelievable. Brown was fantastic there, holding the ball up, playing the 1-2 edge of the box. Maloney's driven in there by the defender, and the goalkeeper somehow kept a hold of it.
4 minutes of additional time to be played. It is swinging Celtic's way. But can they capitalise? That's the question now.
Well, they've got to keep on looking for it. Decent balls into the box. They've had so many plays at the edge of the box. They've put balls into the box, and Sean Maloney was just so unfortunate there. Here we go, we're watching Sean Maloney driving in. They're just trying to get the ball. It's stuck under his feet. No great pace, straight into the hands of the goalkeeper.
I thought it was in. I thought he'd done it.
Yeah.
Got it set up here, going into the box. Culloden again away. Good touch. Corcoran was there. Just lashed forward. Samaras is there. Georgios Samaras. What's the touch? He's going across. Can he finish? Yes, he can! Georgios Samaras! His first European goal for Celtic. It's a historic goal for Celtic. Dinamo Moscow 0, Celtic 2.
Quite unbelievable. Absolute fantastic football. Great build-up, and the ball just played in. Samaras, back post here, inside 3 defenders there, and he just cut the ball back, bottom left-hand corner, 2-0 Celtic.
He is the man for Celtic tonight. The substitution made by Tony Mowbray. 1 goal scorer for another, and Georgios Samaras sends the Celtic fans into green and white heaven. Tremendous.
Yeah, what a time to score as well. Just before half-time, they went 1-0 up. Into the second half, looking to go to added time, and now Samaras, wonderful. Look at the skill there by the first defender, second defender, kept his eye on the ball there, bottom left-hand corner. The goalkeeper, he's at full stretch, he's right across his goal, but into the bottom corner. Great finish.
Pinpoint accuracy from Georgios Samaras, and Celtic have the second goal they craved. They've got 2 minutes to hold out now, Celtic. Dinamo Moscow going after it. And thump wide. What a night this has been for Celtic.
Well, you asked the man that wanted an early play, and he's just answered you. Samaras there. It's 2 great changes by the manager. You know, Scott Brown going on, playing off the front and then up front. Samaras going on at the right time, and he's produced the goods. He's scored the goal, and now Celtic, but by far tonight the better side, both halves.
Around 12,000 people are being outsung by 300. Samaras, first European goal for Celtic, and boy does it count.
Really important, because you're looking at extra time. Celtic being the better side, not to be able to break down the Dinamo side in the second half, but for me the football's been much better. They've kept a hold of the ball, players have been creating chances.
Well, it's now a question, does Celtic go through winning on aggregate on away goals? It really matters not.
It doesn't matter. I'm sure Tony Mowbray just now will be absolutely delighted. We spoke to him before the game. He was looking forward to the match. He was relaxed, and he knew it could go either way. If his side produced the goods, if they could put the ball in the net, they could win on the night, and they've managed to do that.
Well, the Celtic players know the significance of this. They're huddled round the injured player at the moment. Referee looks at his watch. Well, Martin O'Neill didn't have Champions League football in his first season at Celtic. He inherited a side that qualified for the FA Cup. Gordon Strachan led his side unsuccessfully against Artmedia in his first season. They lost 5-0 and really should have won. I mean, I know they won at Celtic Park, but they should have gone through for my money. Tony Mowbray, first season, inherited a chance at the group stages, but like Gordon Strachan, in trouble after a first leg defeat. He's turning it around.
We always spoke about it, Paul, at Celtic Park, the way Celtic played, the amount of chances they created. You felt same type of performance, create chances, and you'll get through tonight. And a lot of people felt it wasn't going to happen, but I think the belief in the players have shown tonight, and that they've pushed forward. They've taken the sting out of Dinamo getting forward, and overall they've been the far better side.
And what a boost it is for Tony Mowbray, just his second game in charge. Culloden knows this battle's over. Celtic in the closing stages. That's a decent shot in, dealt with well by Boric. Pilclough waits for it. Okamura has proved that he's got a decent shot on him, proving it again. Pilclough sends it across. Celtic just need to clear again. Just taken and touched over the bar. Kerzakov that time.
A great feeling for all the players there. You're under pressure, good corner kick, deep to the back post, good first touch. He sets himself up and then hits the ball high over the crossbar. Now they can relax. Here's the goalkeeper, and the ball is moving all over the place. Good kick, saved by Boric. If he'd stumbled and left it there, it was a goal. He's knocked it wide of the target.
The scoreboard emblazoned on the far side. Dinamo Moscow 0, Celtic 2, McDonald and Samaras. Samaras battles for it. The additional time about to come to a close. Celtic will get the free kick. Nagiri and Wiltshire.
I think you've got to look at it overall. What a great team performance.
Yeah.
They had to have everyone on their game tonight. They've worked so hard. Change been made. Number 6,
Well, it seems like a fairly pointless change. Leandro Fernandez has been withdrawn. Cedric Ropitan, the Romanian forward that's coming on.
So much time already played. There's an injury in added time, so he'll add on another couple of minutes for that.
Forward onto Scott Brown. Scott Brown plays for Scotland next week. You can see Norway against Scotland live on the BBC as Samaras made a complete and memorable night. Thrashes it across. No takers. Interesting, the Celtic back four had just sat back. No longer need to go up and support. You know, Celtic have done their job. And what a night it has been, and these players deserve all the applause and all the credit they are going to get. Scott McDonald and Georgios Samaras, the goal scorers. Tony Mowbray, the first Celtic manager to guide his side through after a first leg defeat. His second full game in charge, but he's made his own little bit of history. Magnificent for Celtic on the night. They win here by 2-0, 2-1 on aggregate, and it's Celtic who progress.